Welcome everybody to the Realmhattan project. Obviously, I'll be your host for the show, Prime. With me, I want to introduce my amazing cast. First up, on my right, we have
We are here. You have been warned. We are at zero time. And now you ask yourself, why are we here? Who are we? What are we?
What's Up, Derek. All right, and next on our cast, we have on
Hello,
Derek's right.
Jackals. So glad you could join us. Fresh from Canada, EVW is here.
The Wolfmeister. What's up, Wolf?
What's up, everyone?
Thank you for being here, guys. All right, and next we have on our list.
What's going on, everybody? We're here. We've been warning you.
What's up, Ricky?
What's
And
going on,
last,
everybody?
but definitely not least on the list,
The monkey.
the monkey.
Hey guys, sorry I'm
What?
late. Whoa!
What? That's not you?
Monkey on my chair. Get out of here.
What is this? I
where did
thought
that
we had a
come
monkey
from?
on our show. What is
That's fucking crazy.
I thought that was you.
No.
what in the hell just happened?
What's up,
Oh my
Gort?
God.
Hey guys.
All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? We are finally here after a month of hacking everybody's accounts and crashing ETR and BTM and everything else. What's going on, guys?
Oh man, been waiting for it. Been waiting for it, man. Been excited. Like it was nerve wracking for a while, man. Glad we're here. Glad we're here.
You good, bud? There you
Sorry, I
go.
had to take that mic
Set
off,
up.
that mask off. It's hot.
Here we are, guys. What do we do now? I guess we got to put a
Derek,
show on, huh?
Derek, I think we lost you. If you were talking, I didn't hear you coming in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hit him with the banner.
Oh, we
First one out the gate.
Technical difficulties.
he
Day
catching it
one. There we
first.
go.
Hit him with it.
Oh, man.
Run that banner. Run it back, Eric. Run that banner.
Oh, now we're being hacked. That's what's going on.
What the hell?
There we
you
go.
There.
There we go. What's up, Derek?
Y'all
How
didn't get
you
the
doing?
dialogue either, did you?
No,
No.
We heard you.
didn't.
Yeah, we
We
heard
heard
your
you earlier.
opening. Your what? We heard all that.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
intro.
We got that.
Just
Yeah.
once you
All right.
unmasked, yeah, we lost it. So
Oh, I
Derek-
probably hit something. I probably hit something over. Oh, damn. Anyway, what? Anyway,
Derek, thank you
still
for
got to
making
give it to y'all.
I know you literally just got back from
You
your
rushed
vacation
home
like an
today.
hour ago.
Dude, man,
Not-
just got
not
off that
even.
plane.
Yeah.
Man,
Got in a
man,
plane.
I'm
hit that cab.
having a realtastic evening. Just happy to be here and happy to finally get this out, man. Shoot, I've been quiet for too long. I don't like being quiet. it's not me.
Let it
Well,
out.
actually, it
Let
is
it
me.
out.
But I'm quiet. But I'm not like Ricky quiet.
I'm always
Ricky's
quiet.
quiet. I never,
So,
I,
yeah.
I never.
And I'm a short, skinny black man too, so we can tell all kinds of lies.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. First
Wolf.
topic. No, it's good. Chat squad, what's going on? Did you know it was us? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know we had Jeremy B strapped to a chair for like 2 weeks straight?
I had to
We
put
let
them
him out
hands
on
on
Mondays.
somebody. I had to put them hands on somebody, and it had to be Jeremy, man. I don't know. I was kind of scared of Chris and Chan, so it had to be Jeremy B.
Oh, we almost had Chris.
Yeah.
He didn't even know he was being watched the entire time. I
Yeah,
think
but
he was.
I wasn't gonna put hands on him. That's a tall old oak tree. I wouldn't mess with
That's
him.
my job.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Former
I'm not.
professional wrestler, too, as well.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wolf, you came in from you flew in today from Canada too, right?
Yeah, I'm actually
Making it
surprised I'm
time.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't held up. Didn't have to spend the night anywhere. Got my luggage. It's been a good day for a change.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Had a good time. Ate lots of poutine. I'm fatter than ever and happy to be here.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not. Not live on air.
Quick,
Moving on.
quick one to Wes. I actually have this set up for something else that I do. It's just I don't usually sit inside when I'm talking with you guys. But nice try at that, Clue.
Look, Eric said it's the jet lag, boys. Oh boy. Actually, no, I was still on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so was I.
Yeah.
Court, how you feeling?
No, you
tonight?
didn't, Rock Jesus.
I know, man.
Doing
Wes
good
just
tonight.
telling lies left and
He
right.
didn't know.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I knew exactly who was on. No, you didn't.
He said it was either me or Eric. Oh, we look alike. Actually, we kind of do, but but that's all right. That's my bro. I accept that. I absolutely accept that.
Court, how you feeling tonight?
I'm good. I feel a lot better now that the monkey's out of here.
No,
Do you know where it went?
the monkey's been living in your house for 3 weeks, huh?
Now who knows? You know, it's
You better
good.
watch out for them Delaware bananas.
Attic, I don't know.
All
Russ, you have no idea because this Jameson will kick in. You better be watching closely.
right. Man, Russ is
Oh,
in the chat, man.
He's just warming up.
I'm being nice. I'm gonna be nice tonight. I'm gonna be nice
Yeah.
tonight.
Big shout out to everybody that we hacked, but I want to give a quick tip. These passwords should not be set to your devices. Password
Password with
Password
fives
1
instead
2.
of S's.
Yeah. Yeah, password 123. 123, this is my password. I love porn 87. All those passwords easy to guess out. So
You
yeah,
guys made this easy.
Chris was real easy.
What was Chris's?
Pinkerton.
This Pinkerton.
His password
Pinkerton's-
was if you're
Pinkerton
nasty.
69. Yeah, that was his pass. It was Pinkerton 69. Yeah, I had fun with that one. I was like, yo, and I actually typed it in twice. Mr. Fuller. He was like, I know it's anyway. But
All right.
yeah. Nah, but we love y'all still.
Yeah. It's been
we-
it was a blast. It was fun.
Yes,
Jeremy,
it
I still
is.
love you, even though I had to put them hands on you, man.
Mhm.
Bree said his password is
Hopefully,
1, 2, 3.
Is what? 1, 2, 3.
Jeremy. Hopefully, those bruises will heal by Monday night show.
Hopefully they don't. I have to come give you some more.
Should have just done what we told him. Wouldn't have had it happen.
Well, yeah, you had to call us out. You told us to bring it, so
It was simple, man. You kept your mouth shut, let it ride and happen, do what we tell you to do, and you wouldn't have caught him.
Yo, shout out to Ricky for the voice modulations and
Ah,
all that, man. Yo, hey, this is just outstanding. Everything was just outstandingly done. EE
it-
Prime leading the way. Ricky
it's easy.
doing
It's
the tech
easy when
work.
you got a good team. It's easy when you got a
Yeah.
good team, man. It's easy when you got a good team.
Yeah, y'all letting me, chime in whenever I could while I was on vacation. Yo, it was a tough labor to do. Just glad to be here with y'all.
We're not even going
That's
to talk
what's
about
up.
how he was an hour down the road from me. Didn't even come visit. We ain't going to.
Hey,
Hour?
we're not going to talk
Not
about
even,
that.
Hour?
not even
Oh,
gonna talk
because-
about that, man.
You know why we're not going
Hour.
to talk about that? Because I was like, yo, Rick, I got 14 people. What's for dinner? And you was
That's
like,
I said, whatever y'all buy me.
But nah, I got you, man. Next time I come, I'm actually going to be down there again this year. So I got you.
Ask
Got
Jeremy
you.
what happens if I had to put these hands out, man. I'm just telling you, don't come down here a second time without visiting.
I got hands too.
Oh, we're gonna old school.
They almost were licensed, but I failed the last test, so I didn't get it. Yeah.
They said I had to keep them concealed, and I don't like to
so-
walk with my hands in my pocket. So,
So you lucky.
yeah, you lucky.
No, you lucky. All right.
So, all right, here we are. Bear with us as we get our bearings. So, this thing has been in the works for about a month now. I had a conversation with some of the Jackal Squad members about a month ago. Came up to them with an idea for this show, and they said, "Hey, go for it." And then one by one we put this cast together. we started coming up with these ideas, and hopefully, as the weeks go by, we'll give you a better and better show.
Yeah. We're gonna come out the
So,
gate with a good show and just get better from there.
There you
I don't
go.
know. That's what we're trying.
That's optimistic.
Looking forward to it.
I got these broad shoulders. I carry all y'all's optimism.
So, someone got to know: are we good? Are we got nothing
Why
left
are
to
you so
say?
quiet?
Hold on 1 second. While you do, Eric B, I got two hands, bro. I got two. Whatever you need, man. Whatever you need. I'm just saying. You know, Miss Siobhan got my back anyway. So come on.
All right. So, Gort, you one of the things we want to discuss tonight, one of the segments we're going to be doing on the show is something called a collector showcase. Gort, talk
Yeah.
to us about what you got.
Hi,
Okay.
Gord.
So the idea here was we're always buying stuff, and it seems endless. And sometimes I feel that we don't appreciate what we already have. And sometimes it could be something we've had for months, years. And I wanted to start it off with something that I've had since I was maybe 5, 6 years old, something right about that time. And there used to be in cereal boxes, you would get the free toys. So
Oh,
I have a set of these little Rescue Ranger
oh,
figures.
nice.
These came in Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. There was just 4 figures. They did Chip, Dale, Gadget, and last but not least, Monterey Jack.
Monterey Jack.
That's my
Gee,
dude.
Yeah.
No zipper.
No
no
zipper
zipper.
though.
No zipper. Yeah.
Uh,
So
Did y'all?
so this is like I remember going to the store and like seeing all these kind of figures and the promotions, and I just I wanted the cereal, but I wanted those figures more than that cereal. And it was exciting to like eventually collect them all. I had a bunch of doubles, and I remember trading, kids in school, the playground, that kind of business. But these are like more importantly than just having these, this is like the first blind box experience. And I think that that's something, you get with like a pack of cards, and now you get it with, all kinds of little mystery figures. 25-cent machine was maybe the next closest thing where you get a little figure in a plastic bubble. But you know, they're cheap little figures. They're exciting to me. Like I loved that show as a kid. I've always kept these with me, and they're always have a spot on the shelf. Like I had to take them down from the shelf, bring them over here for this. Moved around a bunch, but they've always been out. Like I just, they mean something to me like that. But getting into like the blind box aspect of this, I've always felt like that's the chase. It's one thing you walk into the store and you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know when you're going to find action figures or what have you. Maybe video games used to be tough to get to way back, but blind box figures, it's a different thing. Like I feel like that was always around, and you could open them up and you didn't know who you were going to get. You might get 5 of the same guy before you finish a set of something. But yeah, it's exciting. Like I like that kind of chase. And what about you guys? What's your experience with blind boxes?
So me personally, I mean, I don't remember too many blind box toys as a kid. Obviously, you collected the cereal boxes, and it's always what toys in my Captain Crunch, what toys in this, what toys in that. But like I having two young kids now, one thing I've noticed, the blind box craze has gotten insane. Like I take my daughter to a store, and it's all
those LOLs and brats and
The
all
the
that.
the
Oh
LOLs,
God, LOLs.
The My Little Pony blind boxes, and what else does she do in blind boxes? Just anything that's a blind box, she seems to gravitate to, and it drives me up a fucking wall. Because then when she gets a double or a triple, you got a child that's not happy. Like I have this one already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's enough for you right now. I ain't buying you another one.
You ever buy blind boxes? You buy boxes just to get the toys, and like fuck the cereal. Yeah,
I mean, when I was younger, I used to con my grandma into
yeah,
buying
Not
me a certain
literally.
cereal just because I wanted
yeah.
a toy. I'm like, Nana, I really want that one. That's my favorite. And I wouldn't eat a drop of that cereal. I'd flip it upside down, open the bottom of the box, get a toy right out of it.
As soon as mom got home and put the groceries, you gladly help with the groceries, bringing them in. I'm like, hey, I got you. Straight to the kitchen, put them right on the table. First thing you take out that box, open that joint, take the bag out. Sometimes it's outside of the bag, so you ain't gotta actually open the cereal. But but for those times that it's inside the bag, you gotta open up the cereal and dig your little grubby little hands that you just been outside with, digging straight through the box, digging straight through the bag, and trying to pull that joint out, and it's in a plastic bag. Yeah,
Oh, I pissed my mother off one time.
yeah.
Like she bring a bunch of boxes of cereal home. The minute she turned her back, I opened each and every one at the same time,
Hmm.
just
I've
to see
done
what was inside,
when I did
just to pull out the toys.
the con for getting the cereal that I wanted, and I didn't want to eat the cereal. I've accidentally spilt it on the floor, so I didn't have to eat it. I've done that before when I was a kid.
That's
I was
that's
a
an
little
elite
asshole.
move.
What y'all know about that though?
I don't know nothing about that.
Sometimes them toys were worth catching an ass whooping for wasting food. I'd knock it right off the show. Oops.
Oh yeah, I've gotten my ass beat plenty of times for different reasons, but not that. So anyway, um,
Are your kids? Anyway, I know some of you guys have kids here. Your kids into the whole blind box craze?
nah, not mine.
We picked
Not
up
at all.
an LOL or two every now and then. Yeah,
LOL to every now and then.
yeah.
Sounds like
I-
more than just one or two at this point.
Okay, maybe a few. Yeah. No, we don't. I don't like them, but what am I gonna do? She's into it. Trying to make her
Oh
happy.
my God, Dormammu. That sounds just like you too.
What's-
Dormammu,
Arrested.
I straight believe you. I straight believe you.
what are you walking
Dormammu,
Oh
your
God.
Dormammu, your goofy ass probably did that too. Oh my God, yo, Dormammu.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dormammu.
Yeah. But no, I don't do blind boxes. It's not a thing. Like literally the rock box is the first blind box I've actively gone out of my way to get.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of them.
Mhm.
I have a rule. If a company's not willing to take an envelope from me, not knowing how much money is in it, I'm not willing to take a box from them, not knowing what toys in it. So I'm not that guy. So my kids therefore aren't that guy because it's my money. If they want to go out and buy something with their own money, they can buy all the blind boxes they want to. Brian, a 90-year-old man cereal when he was a kid. Yeah. So yeah, not a fan of blinds. Not at all. It's a trust thing. I trust the Realm people when they tell me that I'm gonna enjoy what's in there. I don't know the big corporation that's telling me I'm gonna enjoy what's in there. I ain't got time for all that shit.
I like how you refer to them as the realm people.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say ETR because it's more than just ETR.
You're no
Those
longer the
people.
Jackal Squad. You're now the realm people.
Well, it's
That's
not
your
just the
name.
Jackal Squad
Realm
because
people.
that's the ETR, and there's more than just them involved. So
Realming people holding hands. Everybody.
Eric, I don't appreciate you putting on this one. We're supposed to agree with me on everything, dude. We down like 4 flats and a spare. You're supposed to agree with me more, man.
Who you talking to me?
Eric B.
Oh,
Nah,
Mhm.
he said he agrees with me on this one. We agree on
Mhm.
everything, bro. It's me and you versus the world, Eric.
He said he agreed with you
On this one, but he specified this one.
on this one. Okay. Okay.
Kinder eggs.
Kind of.
No, I didn't do them for the blinds. My fat ass likes the Kinder egg chocolate. That shit's good, dude.
Were those legal forever here for a while?
Well,
We thought
Eric's already over there
kids were dumb
misusing
and eating
banners.
toys.
This is gonna get old fast.
Mm.
So, Greg, got a question for you. You said you've had these since you were a kid,
Yes.
and you've been able to hold on to anything. What else you have since you were a kid? 'Cause
Not
I
a
have
ton.
nothing.
I've sold a
I
lot
have
of things.
nothing. I have nothing. None of the toys from my childhood I have left.
I've had a lot of stuff, a lot of things like they went when we were doing the NJCC still, shout out to Fran. And this is one of those few things like I couldn't do it. Like even if I got rid of a lot of figurines, other ones that came out of the cereal boxes. Something's different about the Rescue Rangers, and maybe it's the theme song stuck in my head, but
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I could never get rid of them. Like they were fun to get, and I love those things.
Somewhere in my kid's room, I still have my California raisins. My grandma was hitting up all the Hardys when they were coming out over here, and she bought me all those when I was a kid, and I still have them somewhere in my kid's stuff now. So kind of the same thing. You didn't know which one you were gonna get, and she would go up to the window and ask him though. My grandson just needs the saxophone guy. He just needs the guy with the sunglasses. She'd ask for specific ones.
Would they give them to her?
Yeah, like if they were nice people back there, they can look because they were in a big box, but they were in clear bags you could see. So I mean, depending on the worker, I guess if they were assholes, they'd be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that for minimum wage." But then someone would be okay, cool, because I was a little kid and I was cute. So
Cute bullshit.
I mean, it
Now,
was back before I got ugly and old.
Dormammu's bringing up a good point here about like you can go to Reddit and forums and things, and you can find codes for some of these blind boxes and bags. It's on
I
like
didn't know
feels
that.
like maybe half of them. Oh yeah, a lot of them have it, but some of them that don't have it. Lego is one, the little people bags. I like feeling those bags, and you can get the guys that you want. It's easy to feel the Lego pieces, but you collect something like that for 20 years, and the difference of all the pieces and like what corners and things to feel for, little knobs and studs and stuff like that's actually a lot of fun.
You
It's
have
like
lots of little spacemen
yeah. Well, if it's a spaceman, you're looking for like a helmet or an air tank or
in
something.
the backpack. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember just recently with the Motu minis that were coming out and like the Gray Skulls and the Snake Mountain cases.
Mhm.
People had figured out the codes for what is what, and they were sharing them all over the Motu groups. Um, feeling bags.
I think that's why they put them in boxes now, so you can't do that anymore.
Maybe, but I never thought to look on Reddit or whatever for the codes for maybe my daughter's My Little Pony stuff. And oh my God, the Hatchimals, forget it. She's got hundreds of those Hatchimals already. Just like she gravitates not towards the bigger Barbie dolls and things. She just gravitates towards these blind box things.
Mhm.
And it's just like, come on, I'll buy you something better. Just don't get a
Brink.
Fly your flag.
This chat squad already first night they wild as hell. Man.
Y'all are straight wilding out. Love it.
Ooh.
Love it.
So, Gord,
Leon
you
just
said
dropped
you're
in.
still a fan of the Rescue Rangers. Did you see the movie?
No, not yet. I haven't had time.
Dude,
I've
make
been
time.
busy every weekend.
I was actually about to say something about the movie, but since you haven't seen it, nah.
Make time.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like-
No,
Yeah.
I'm looking
But I'll
forward to
tell
it.
you this: it was really, really good.
The next time Eric says, "Hey, we need to have a meeting to discuss the next Friday's show," be like, "No, I'm busy," and go watch that Rescue Ranger movie. It's more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen it yet either.
Wow, get on it, y'all! I'm telling you, I was laughing
So,
so hard. Like it's
I've
got so
seen
much
bits
in there
and
that
pieces.
adults can get. There's stuff in there kids can get. It scratches
Mhm.
all the nostalgia points. Like it's great. It's good stuff.
trying to convince my daughter to want to watch it. Like my wife just took it today to see that new Minions movie,
Yeah.
and she
Oh,
said
is that
she
out?
enjoyed it, but then
Yeah.
about halfway through, she was like, "Can I go home?"
Ooh.
She's
Oh,
fine.
Hold up.
She's not
What
into
happened?
sitting in through movies. Yeah, she's not into sitting through movies.
Oh,
Oh no,
okay.
she loves the Disney anything that where they're singing a lot.
Oh, okay. It's a sing along
She
stuff
Yeah.
she likes.
she
Yeah.
the Frozens and Canto, all that
Yeah.
stuff. She loves that Disney stuff.
I'm sorry, I forgot your
Yeah.
daughter was the one into Encanto. Yeah. Yeah,
Yep,
that's right.
yep. That was her fad for a while, and
Mhm.
now it's Sing and Sing 2, and even though those
Mhm.
are older movies.
After all that craziness you went through getting those Encanto
Mhm.
toys for $5 bazillion, now she done
Oh
moved right
God,
along.
no, she plays with them every day. She still
Still
plays
plays
with
with
them
them?
every day.
Good.
She's just not watching it anymore. She's moved on to other ones. You
Yeah.
know,
Like it's honestly it's worth watching even without her, dude. It's really not even a kids movie. It just has stuff that kids can enjoy too. It really is. It's good. You should watch it.
Yeah.
We'll
does
do a
any
watching
Yeah,
party.
absolutely. Yeah,
I
I
see
can't wait
Eric
to
B
see
in
the
there.
Minions
He's
joint.
questioning my fandom with.
Are
But
you
to be
well,
fair,
I mean,
we had.
You don't even
Stranger
have
Things
zipper.
that-
What kind of fan are you?
I've been watching Stranger Things and then Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
Yeah.
that's
This is
something that we
better
want to
than
talk
this is
about.
better than at least one of those things.
hold
Yeah.
on, wait. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi was once a week, so
It was once a week.
All
was once a
all that
week.
rest of the time you could have snuck in that.
But I was
movie.
also watching was it Witcher season 2 alongside that and other shows. But
Definitely better than Witcher season 2.
Like Witcher.
yeah,
I liked
Witcher's
it.
been fun.
Yeah.
I thought season 1 was better.
Yep.
Okay. You know, a
they're
lot of
different.
people say that. You
They're
know,
different.
season 1 was better, but I guess they're not doing a season 3 after the low ratings.
Oh yeah.
I
I
don't
thought
know because I don't hear
I
nobody.
heard it
I don't
was.
hear. I don't hear anyone talk about season 2. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. So,
Oh no,
I
but
know
I hear a
that
lot
they
of everybody that talk about Witcher. They talk about season. Yeah, season 1 was dope, but season 2. Okay.
yeah, I haven't
Well,
heard anybody
okay.
uh say that there won't be a season 3 yet.
Uh,
Okay.
Um,
Dust said that he heard there was going to be singing tonight. Is he in the green room ready to come out and start singing? Is he volunteering to come out here and sing on the show tonight? Is that what we're
I was
doing here?
told there would be singing tonight.
don't want to hear me sing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He
Okay. He
wants to
gonna
sing, Dust.
no. Eric just volunteered himself. Nope, not us, Wolfie.
Mm,
Ooh. What? Derek volunteered himself to sing? Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for
Derek.
mm.
it.
Loving you is
Easy.
easy because you're
Beautiful.
beautiful.
do,
And
do,
do do do
There we go.
do.
Is that good enough, huh?
Why
Thank you very much.
every time I hear that, it's Chappelle getting his arm broke by Eddie Murphy. Like it won't ever go. It never goes the other way.
Yeah.
Good stuff. There you go. There you
All
go,
right.
Dust. The boss
Send
man asked
send
for it. We gave it to him.
send the tips to PayPal. Thank you very much.
So does I mean we're
Can
just to touch
I
on
get
this a
booed?
little
Yo, I got booed.
just to touch
You
on
got the
this a little
buzzer.
bit. Does anyone else still have some of their childhood stuff? I'm kind of curious now.
Yes.
If I'm the only
I have a
one
few.
that lost everything.
No, I've got a little bit. I've got quite a few that survived.
That's a
Oh,
nice
I know
piece.
that one.
Power Master Optimus
Nice.
Prime. I
I've
have
shown
that.
this before, and it stays on my desk.
It's going to be one of the things
Yeah.
that I have is going to be when I do my showcase. It's actually my Batman animated series figs from when I was a kid. They circled back and they're in my kids'
Spoiler.
collections now. It's
Y'all
okay.
know what this is, do you?
They don't know when I'm going to do it. Yeah, huh? It's a Guy Zinger or whatever that nonsense is.
Nope. It's
Guy Atlas.
Attacker. Die Attacker.
Whatever
Attack.
that nonsense
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it is
Diaclone.
nonsense.
I don't have the little mini fig. I gotta find the little mini guys. That's they're in the crate, but
Is that the one where
This
the
is
big
when-
toy back in the 70s launched the rockets out of its fingers and stuff like that?
yeah, the hands and they had the little ships in his fingers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had the crown and all that. Yeah. This is when transformation was simple. Yeah.
Hey, Eric said don't quit your first or second job. That's messed up.
Well, I've never heard
Yeah.
Eric B sing either, so I mean
Oh, don't challenge him. Why he'll come on here sound like Al Green or something, mess us all up. Mess us all up.
what?
I wanna-
What?
Somebody
Steeler
challenged
Green?
him to weightlifting one time, and we see how
Yeah.
that turned out.
I wanna hear Eric B sing and lift weights at the same time.
He gonna sound like you at the end of ooh.
Yeah. I wanna hear him go, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, I want to hear that.
So right now, Rest Rangers is on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's worth a watch, even if you can't get your kid
Definitely
to sleep.
is.
Give it a watch.
It definitely
Good.
is. Gord, hey,
What?
you and your wife do a date. You know what? Do a date night. Y'all just watch it. You'll
Tie that
definitely
monkey
enjoy it.
down, give her some bananas.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
can get your wife to come out there too, and everybody just
Wow.
watch the show.
Yep.
you know how
Yeah.
hard it is for me to get my wife to watch anything?
And I was talking about Gort and his rabid monkey in his basement that was there
Yeah.
earlier.
Well, I can't get my like.
Find
It's
that
gonna
monkey
take.
later.
Oh yeah, definitely put the monkey away,
Well,
but-
or
but don't put the other monkey. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
the show.
Jesus.
And we're off rail.
And yeah,
It wasn't me, Dust. It was Derek.
Our
It
ratings
was
just
Derek.
went up.
It was Derek. Dust thought it was going
This
to be
has
me.
turned
It
into
was
an
Derek.
R-rated show so quick.
Dust
Mhm.
thought it was gonna
Come
be
on,
me.
y'all. Let's try to get that NC-17.
So, welcome to the first
that a
and
thing
last
anymore?
episode of the Realmhattan Project.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So, speaking of Disney Plus, I figured we should touch and talk about this a little bit. There's been this show that everybody's been talking about the last couple of weeks, Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah.
I haven't
No.
watched
And I'm
yet.
out. Good night, y'all. Bye. Somebody play that Vanilla Ice music from ETR. we out of here, man.
all jokes aside, I figure are we all caught up on Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yes, sir.
Of course. I just watched the last episode again with my kids tonight because they weren't here when it came out. So I watched it without them. Then I watched it again, pretend like I hadn't seen it without them.
What's everybody's thoughts and opinion on Obi-Wan Kenobi at this point? How'd you feel? What do you think? Do you want a second season?
Real quick, I'll say this because I know you all are probably deeper fans than I am as far as Star Wars because I'm not like a deep Star Wars fan, but I'm gonna tell you, I actually enjoyed every minute of it, every bit of it. I know it had its slow moments, but I love a good story being told, and I felt like it's told a good story. And my biggest like out of the whole thing was at the end. Spoiler alert, because if you ain't seen it by now, whatever. My biggest like was seeing Leia with the weapon holster at the end, like when she was as a little girl. So yeah, that was dope to me. So that's my opinion on Obi-Wan. I loved it.
I give this show overall a 7.9.
Is that
And
as a Star Wars
Ooh.
show or as a regular
So
show?
how does that work?
As Star
7.9
Wars
as
show.
opposed to an 8 or a 7.5. Where do you get
Yeah.
a 7.9? How
No,
does your scaling work there?
no, it's from 1 to 10.
Mhm.
Okay.
Almost an 8, but not quite.
Yeah, no, I can't give it the 8. It's 7.9. But no, it had a lot of stuff in there that I liked and appreciated. There's some good callbacks, and they address things as they were introducing problems. So that's good that they cleaned it all up in the show. But the stuff that I like the best is all the Leia stuff, and I like getting to see that. It's something that we
Yeah.
never got before. So getting to see her like as a little kid, that was a real treat. And like you said, the belt at the end, like I like that she had, Tala's belt with the notches in it, and Obi-Wan tells her about her mother finally, like he admits, like, hey, I fucking lied to you. So like here's the truth about your parents.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of like meaning to some of those scenes. And the Vader fights and like all that stuff, like everything was good. Like I didn't like everything about the Inquisitors, but I still liked getting to see them. It was just nice to get something that felt a bit more fresh, and especially after watching Bad Batch and Boba Fett. I'm not a fan of those. Like I sat there just yelling about those shows. Like I watched Obi-Wan in silence, and I can like sit there and enjoy it. So the way that you say, like every minute, like you can enjoy it, it's the same way. Like I really enjoyed it, one way or the other. So it was a good time.
Yeah. You know.
Oh,
Yo,
so
I mean, there's the 30-second pitch right there. Your mother was hot, and your dad was.
Oh,
That's the 30-second pitch right there, man. Oh,
oh
Dormammu.
man. First,
so
Eric said first. You don't have time, and now your scoring is weird. Yo. Okay.
One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
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 I'm not going with
One
old
bite.
rookie scores.
7.9 though. I like that. So was there? I mean, you may have touched this on already, but I may have missed it. But was there something that prevented it from getting an 8 at least?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Leia.
So at the end, Reva discovers what to me is like a major secret at the time, and this is a child murderer who Obi-Wan's like, nah, I'll let you off the hook. It's fine. Go about your
Child,
business.
but oh wow.
Yeah. No, like that.
So here's my
Come
question.
on.
Let me ask this: was Obi-Wan supposed to meet Luke?
Well, there's no reason he couldn't have.
There's nothing saying he
beforehand.
didn't.
Okay,
yeah,
so because I was trying to remember in episode 4, did he actually meet Obi-Wan in some instance before he actually linked up
It's
with
not
He
made
knew
Obi-Wan?
he knew who Old Ben was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
he
never say
mentioned-
whether they
Okay.
mentioned
Yeah.
yeah. He
I
didn't
wonder
make
if he
it
was talking
seem
about old
like
Ben.
he didn't make it seem like he never met him, or like obviously I'm
Yeah.
assuming old Ben would go into town, and we saw him working, and so people probably knew of him, and they might have crossed paths before. It's
Mhm.
see that wasn't such a big deal as one of the things that a lot of people were hotly discussing
Mm,
was Leia's message on R2 made it seem like you knew my father and or you worked with my father during the Clone Wars. I need
yeah.
your help. It was never, the message definitely came across at the time of watching a movie that was honestly made 40 years ago that she never actually met him before.
Okay.
Right.
Shout out to Brink. He gave good head canon to cover that.
Yes, 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 very much so. You can explain his headcanon
He he
better.
he he said that she recorded it that way just in case somebody intercepted the message because that was my big argument at the beginning. He said
Oh.
in case somebody intercepted the message, then it wouldn't be showing that she has a direct tie to Obi-Wan.
Okay.
So I will give him that. It makes sense when you think of it that way. But the one thing that does not cover in episode 4 is when Obi-Wan sacrifices himself. Luke,
Mm-hmm.
who just met the dude like 2 weeks before, cries his little baby heart out about the death of this man he just started hanging out with. And Leia's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's go on, do something else." Like she couldn't care less about this guy who now has not only saved her life, but traded like friendship rings with her and like they did TikTok videos together. Like they're like BFFs at the end of this show.
Well,
And she'd act like
Uh,
she didn't give a shit that he died.
well,
Let me ask you a question. When you're 8, how old was she? 6,
She's
7?
10. She's
10.
10. She's
And
10.
She's
10.
10.
she
Do
looked
10.
you
5.
remember? Do you remember anybody closely that you hung out that you met as a 10-year-old who was an adult and you haven't seen? If you like see him if you like see him tomorrow, would you remember your interaction with them
I would
from
remember
those
hanging
years
out with
ago?
them and going to McDonald's, but I'm pretty sure I'd remember them murdering somebody to keep me alive. I'm pretty
You
sure
Okay.
know,
I'd remember
see,
Yeah.
that.
that's my thing. It's not like this is just like I can barely
Yeah.
remember my second, third grade teacher,
Yeah.
but I think I would remember.
Right.
Somebody
I
saved your
got
life,
kidnapped,
literally.
dragged across the galaxy, and
Yeah.
this man was there every step of the
Yeah.
way to save me. When I went to fall off the building, he
Well,
used his magic fingers so I could
Yeah.
float to the ground. I think I'd kind of remember that.
Some of that shit
Yeah.
would click into place, and
Yeah.
I,
Traumatic events. Yeah, you would remember that.
mhm.
As a child.
well,
Yeah.
But and
not
and
not hang on, Eric. Not
yeah,
just that she doesn't seem to remember him or anything. Like you want to talk about the age, but
you
Leia
see Dave's
Leia's
response. Sorry, I'm sorry. You see Dave. They blew up her fucking
Leia's
planet. I don't think she cares about Obi.
she's seen a lot of people get killed, right?
That's a good
This might
point.
be the first time that Luke Skywalker's ever experienced a death. That's personal
Yeah.
to him.
exactly. She grew up
And
in
Uncle Owen and
this
Aunt
already.
Beru. That's incorrect, Eric. You
Okay,
are too much
yeah.
of a Star Wars
Well,
fan for
fuck
me to
me.
let you slide with that one. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Ah,
Mhm.
shame on you. I want your Star Wars
Yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You mail it to me this week.
I was trying to help his argument.
But
Yeah. It's
she
by
was
correlations.
groomed for this and
Yeah.
grew up dealing with this, from her time in Rebels and all this other stuff, So she's a little more hardened actually than Luke was at that point.
But she
Yeah.
would remember it. She'd remember it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm talking about her reaction to
Yeah.
Ben's death.
I mean,
Like
she might not have
it,
screamed out and cried, but when they were in the ship talking about it, she would have. That would have been the perfect time to be like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm sad. I miss him too. He saved my life when I was 10 years old." That would have been a
Yeah.
perfectly normal conversation at that point.
at that point,
Mm.
maybe I can see
Mhm.
that at that point. But
But
again,
overall, my biggest issue, and we talked about this, Eric, is that, and it's the reason why I'm not looking forward to a season 2, is they kept Luke and Leia way too close to Vader's circumference. Like it's uncomfortably close how close he is to these two that he should
Mhm.
not know about. He definitely
Mhm.
does not know about Leia. Somewhere before 5, he learns about Luke being his son, so it could happen in this
the
time
Emperor
frame
tells him.
somewhere. But it is uncomfortable how close he is to him right now. Like literally, if he made a left instead of a right to go fight Obi-Wan, he'd have ran slap into Luke and Leia sitting around playing tiddlywinks. It was very uncomfortable how close they were together.
Mhm.
So I think if they did a season 2, they're gonna circle that same drain in it. It made it uncomfortable, and I didn't get to enjoy it as much my first watch through. I watched the whole show waiting for them to fuck up instead of just being able to enjoy the show.
Okay. Wow.
Thing, um, I mean, I really enjoyed the show, but I think my bigger complaints are more of what they didn't do or what they could have done.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of it revolves around Riva.
Ugh.
Um, I don't think that actress pulled off the evil menacing part. There was something about it just wasn't believable,
Agreed.
and it bothered me. I think a better fit for that Reva role should have been Barris. I
Brink.
think Barris would have
That's
been a
for
better
Brink.
fit. She has an
Yeah,
untold story arc.
yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
you can see Barris, or with what she did in Clone Wars,
Hmm.
already fallen to the dark side, where she blew up the naval yard and framed Ahsoka for it, and then was carted away. Never saw her again. The Jedi that they killed, that turned to Obi-Wan for help, should have been a Jedi that people knew already, not just Joe Schmo. It's less impactful when it's someone you don't know, I think, and it's just a random guy that was all in it for all of 3 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like how, like, for those bigger Star Wars fans who watch Clone Wars, what would that have been to see that be Luminara, and then see Luminara killed by her ex Padawan Barris?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
You know, I felt
Interesting.
the clone that the drunk derelict homeless clone should have been Cody. I think it would have been perfect to see Cody sitting on the floor right there.
Mm.
Like, how well did following all them rules get you? Look where it got you to.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So
Amen said, I want an Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru show with little Luke. Are we going to see that? I wouldn't want to see that because there was nothing that was interesting about Luke's life that would want me to that would cause me to say, you know what, I wonder, what Luke's story is, because he was just an ordinary he was just an ordinary dude. It wasn't like he did anything interesting, or it seemed like he did anything interesting. So um that's
Yeah,
what I got out of episode 4. It was just like this dude was just waiting to be found and told who he was, and and now that he was told who he was, they get to train him, do what he's supposed to do, and then boom, that's it.
Eric,
But
I
yeah,
kind
no,
of
I don't want to see that.
I was
Eric,
about
I
to
kind
say,
of agree
yeah,
with you. But here's the thing: it's when she is evil. I don't think that actress does a good job being a bad guy. I think is what the issue was. Because when she starts to do her turn, her at that point when she turns, even if I don't agree with how her arc ended, because I really think she should have died the way the story was playing out.
Mhm.
But yeah, when she turned, that's when that actress who played her really started shining. She was comfortable being the good guy. She was uncomfortable being a bad guy. If they did a show with her being like a, I don't know, like a gray Jedi or something, I would probably enjoy that a lot more than seeing Reva the Inquisitor or Reva the Now I'm a Jedi Knight when there's supposed to be no other Jedi's kind of left
Mhm.
around anymore. So I agree, but I also kind of disagree.
Yeah.
well, we know that there's already several Jedi who survived Order 66.
Mm.
Um,
But she was never
uh,
fully trained to be a Jedi. That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't be a
yeah.
Jedi.
Nah, well, she might not be a Jedi here on out. Just because she turned from the dark side. She wasn't a Sith either. She wasn't a full Sith. She just might go about her life, hiding in the shadows. We don't know. And Bert and Eric B, you're right. I think the Inquisitors as a whole were a big miss, from down to some of the character designs to just their presence on screen.
Eric, I disagree. That's not writing and directing. The words that she's saying is writing. The way it's pictured and framed on the camera is directing. Her ability to act that. I'm so mad. I'm gonna kill you. That's her acting. That's not writing nor directing. It's
Mm.
as a bad guy. I don't think she was comfortable selling it. But once she started turning good, you could see her acting abilities really shining through.
It might have just been a miscast part for her.
Yeah.
You know, if I have a feeling
Agreed, Brink.
we have not seen the end of Reva. They kept her alive. You got this whole HasLab thing coming. Well, going on right now with her failed lightsaber. No, I think they're going to be giving us more of Reva going forward. I want to see. I kind of agree. I don't want another Obi-Wan show. but I do want to. It said I want to see you and McGregor again,
I wouldn't mind a full on Vader show where
and I want
Obi-Wan
to see a
shows
Vader
up
show.
in it. Like if he
Mm.
shows up in passing, and this I think would have been better as the original movie concept that they were talking about it instead of drawn out into this show. I think
More
this was too much.
encapsulated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was too much. I think the Leia part should have been episodes 1 through 3. She's kidnapped. He goes finds her. He gets her home. Get Leia out of the show. That would have took a lot of my worries out of it, and then just finish the story with
Mm.
Obi-Wan part of the story. But my biggest negative towards the Obi-Wan parts was I didn't like the editing, especially that last episode with the fighting. The cuts in that were so fast and so often, flipping back and forth between the two different things going on. I didn't want that. I want to watch Obi-Wan and Vader fight. If you're gonna show it to me. I want to see them fight. I don't want to see them fighting and then all of a sudden look at some little kid climbing rocks and then flip back to, oh, I've missed some stuff, but hey, they're swinging swords again, to flip back to see Riva staring at those same rocks. I don't need that. That editing was really rough in that fight scene.
Mhm.
Wolf, you've been very quiet.
I don't want you to call me the hater like you.
Well,
keep
we know
doing
you
in
are,
the
so
chats.
We already know that's
we know
happening.
you. We know you. We
I
know you're
literally
a
said
Star
that
Wars
earlier.
fan, so we know you're a Star Wars hater. What do you got to,
He
speak
hates
up,
Leia
man.
because
Wake
she's a
up.
kid.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Let me shake your
I'm
cube. Let me shake your
trying,
cube.
man.
Wake up.
One time.
Yeah.
I liked it better than Bad Batch. That's not saying much. I liked it better than Boba Fett.
Oh, I
Also
don't know
not
about that.
saying much either.
Oh, Boba Fett was bad. We're not going to get into that.
I watch TV
No,
differently
I
than
love
most
Bad
people.
Batch.
Come on, man. You tell me to talk and you won't talk over me. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But no, listen, I watch things differently, I think, than most people do. I watch things probably with a little too much logic. When something happens and I think it's stupid, I don't have the ability to go to suspend disbelief only so far. There was a lot of things in this show that just I thought were dumb. Like they're trying to escape the Inquisitor hideout, and they've got a giant trench coat with 4 legs under it. That was fucking stupid.
That was
Yeah,
horrible.
that was
horrible.
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'll definitely give you that one.
There's
Yeah.
no excuse. I think that's where it lost the points to make 8 for Gort. That's what
You know,
put it
you
down
I
know
to
where
have-
you
7.9.
might see a trench coat with 4 legs?
Oh, there you go.
I
Maybe
can
that's
buy
why
that with a
Gort's playing.
cartoon. I can buy that with a cartoon. I can't buy it here.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I just about to say? I have issues with grown ass men not being able to chase down a 5-year-old who's running like she has a full diaper.
In the
thinking that
woods?
her-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was up with that? Yo,
That
was-
I was like,
okay,
yo, y'all ain't caught her
well-
yet?
Well, it's Leia. You know, it's Leia, and Flea was chasing her, so you know she had to get away now.
Get
She could not-
him the hell out of this room. Shut up.
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb.
Just Gord, I was listening to you today on the Force Sensitive, and you were talking about the speeder bikes and that scene and
Mhm.
how stupid that looked. And then just
You
this
mean the
this
best-
show was just full of things. And again, the scene with they're breaking in the hideout and people are 5 fucking feet away and they're missing. What do you? That bugs me. I'm sorry. If I'm nitpicking, I'm a nitpicker. All right, I accept my title.
We're not new to the internet, Wolf. You do
Oh,
you, man.
yeah.
Keep going.
Shit.
Go.
That bugs me. If it's gonna look stupid, don't do it. Don't do it. And letting her walk away at the end. They did this shit in He-Man Revelations where they let Evil Lynn just walk away, like, oh, you're fine. It was Skeletor's fault. And then the scene where she just like, did I become him? I'm like, yeah, you kind of fucking did. You kind of did. Like, no, you killed people. You're not a good person. This is not a redemption.
Yeah. No amounts of my bad get you out of that.
No, my bad.
Star Wars loves their redemption arcs.
Mhm.
But there wasn't even an arc. That's a problem with it. That's one of the main problems with her story. It's not an arc. It's a straight line. She's bad, and then all of a sudden she 180s to being good. There's no arc at all. She doesn't have an arc story. She has a straight line story, and it just flips the other way in the last
and
episode.
it was a predictable story for me. I'm sorry. It's like, okay, she was a youngling. I saw that coming. She's about to strike down Luke, and she has the same revelation that Wanda had, just about to kill her dream walking self or whatever the hell. I saw it. I see it coming. It's like, and I know they can't kill him. They can't kill Luke. I get it.
Mhm.
It doesn't make any sense. Just like they can't kill Vader because it would fuck everything up. It's just, I can't look past this stuff. Don't do it if it doesn't make sense, please.
Yeah.
I can't.
See,
Yeah.
and that's funny. Like everything that you have an issue with, I had the same issue.
Yep.
Like we knew that when Vader and Obi-Wan were gonna fight, neither one were gonna die. But I'm just gonna walk away and let you live.
And how does she survive a lightsaber through the chest?
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice, I
Well,
guess. I don't know.
Under
Was it twice? I don't remember.
Oh,
It was
When
one.
she was a kid, and then when
why
she was
don't
an
you kill
adult.
her?
Oh,
It's like, no, we're not
I
killing
missed
her
that.
because the script needs
When
to
Vader
happen.
stabs
No.
her, that's what he says. I remember you, Padawan, and and they show him stabbing her as a
He
kid, and
set
it
the
flashes her
lightsaber to stun.
I guess, but
lightly wounded. 'Tis but a flesh wound.
I missed that part. Yeah, you know what? And they did a flashback scene right before he. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they did a flashback scene as he did it. You know,
They
when
pretty
he
much
did it
made
as
white
you know,
lightsabers look like wet noodles in this show.
See,
right.
what
3 stabs in the chest, and
she's-
none of them died.
that's I think that's
Mhm.
dumb. I think that's dumb. Like,
so the one thing
kill them.
I will say about this whole thing.
Saber intolerant. Shit.
Remember, Maul survived getting literally cut in half at the waist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You had the Inquisitor survive getting the saber to the stomach in episode 1 or episode 2, whatever it was, the Grand Inquisitor.
Uh-huh.
And when they stabbed her, when the Grand Inquisitor stabbed her and she's lying on the floor, what did he tell her? And this is where I do have an issue. I don't have an issue that she survived, but to the story, like you have the Grand Inquisitor telling her, hate is a powerful motivator to
Yeah,
keep you
that's
alive.
And then walks
Like,
away. That's
you
the part that drives me
exactly
crazy.
that's
They left
what
her there
doesn't
after saying
make
that.
sense.
Mm.
That's what doesn't make sense. Everybody you just gave her the secret on how to survive what I just did to you, but now I'm gonna walk away.
Yep. Right
know-
then and there, you say that, and then you chop her head off. Boom. End of story.
You know.
Done.
That's,
But
Yeah.
it made sense.
Obi-Wan walking away and leaving Vader alive.
It has
Doesn't-
to happen.
No, but it didn't have to happen. The fight should have played out differently, so that he's not just walking away and leaving Vader alive. Like, why would you leave Vader alive? It makes no sense. And I agree, it makes no sense. These are, like it should. I always felt it should have been more somehow, some way. Obi-Wan's gonna have to fake his death.
Mhm.
However,
Cool.
that last fight ended, and Vader thought he killed him, and then you go. He fakes his death, then he could quietly hide out on Tatooine for the rest of his miserable life.
Damn it, Dust. Okay. So here's Russ ringing in with, it was a great show. Well, you're an Eagles fan and a Nats fan. We already know how your taste runs. So I asked you.
And see, it's funny. Despite the flaws I found with the show, and I agree with almost all of them, I still enjoyed.
Spaceballs, the yoga story.
I still enjoyed the show. I still
did enjoy
the show.
Yeah, I did enjoy it
With
too.
all those flaws and all the things I could point out, for some reason, these flaws did not bother me nowhere near as much as all the flaws I found with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And
Like
maybe
my
it's
wife was
because
talking-
it's Ewan McGregor, and his acting he did a great job again.
I'm gonna.
Hayden
agree.
did a great job as Vader.
This is the best
No.
Hayden's ever acted in his life. Was in this show.
So maybe these
Whoa.
are the things that saved it. And like Gort said, I liked seeing the young, sassy Leia. Did I like you said?
Too
did
much
they
of
hover-
it. I liked it,
Did
but
they
it was too much
hover
of it.
around breaking canon a little too close? Yes, they did.
Mm.
But I think they knew that, and they were purposely trolling us also.
Yeah, but it made me not.
Oh,
be
here's
able to
Riri
enjoy
with the
it.
lightsaber. Here she comes. Oh no, all you see is Anakin's feet. He's out the window. So he didn't see the lightsaber. Anakin's running through the dark. What do you see? You just see this little red light all the way far in the back. So he never saw her with a lightsaber. But they teased it like they were purposely wanting to fuck with us, I think.
Mm.
Real quick, Russ, wrong. He did have speaking lines. He spoke during the Vader Obi-Wan fight and in the flashback scene. So Star Wars before you come at us, bro.
Russ is always wrong. You know this. Anything Russ says, just know the opposite is true. That's all you got to know when it comes to Russ. Love you though, Russ.
But yeah, but I had to agree with you. Like I enjoyed her. The actress really did kind of like. I know we nostalgic pump up our memories of Leia, so it's way more than it actually was. But even going back and looking at them now, she really did put off that strength and sass and stuff in those old movies. And for some reason, this little girl picked that up. She did. She ran like a total doof. She climbed
Yeah.
trees like a doof, but she pulled off the spirit of Leia in the show. So
No,
she
I
was
wouldn't
good. I just
mind
didn't want that
seeing her
much
again.
of it, and I didn't want her that close to Vader.
Agreed. I agreed. I
She
wouldn't
didn't look.
mind
She
seeing her
didn't look
again.
10 to me. She looked 6.
Book 5.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Stuck legs.
in the next
Little
8 years, Obi-Wan's gonna age 37 years. So I mean, we can't go by with what they look like. I mean,
Yeah,
he's gonna become Alec Guinness in the next 8 years. So I
Mm.
those two sons will give it to you. And then she's on Alderaan
Yeah.
with no sons. So
Dave, the show takes place 10 years after the end of Revenge of the Sith. She was 10
Maybe she was frozen
in
in
the show.
carbonite
Maybe
for
the
2
actress is
years.
8, but
Yeah,
the
she was 10 in the
character was
show. I
10.
know that.
Character was 10.
yeah, it literally says at the beginning of the first episode, 10 years later.
Right. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know this, but for those that are not like huge Star Wars fans, what is the order to watch this now that Obi-Wan is out?
Oh God.
Skip
would-
all
I
the
If you
skip
hey
all
look,
the shows and just watch
if
the
you don't
movie.
include Clone Wars and the Rebels and the animated joints.
That's
No,
that's a
you
I
have to
think that's
include
a
those.
problem now,
Ah.
especially with these Disney Plus shows. They pulling so much and connecting so much to Clone Wars and Rebels. You kind of have to. I think you can't skip that now.
No, I didn't think you should skip it before. Anyways, Clone Wars was a
I
good
agree.
show.
I enjoyed them either, but
Yeah.
at the time when Clone Wars first came out, it was almost self-contained.
Yeah,
Mm.
But like, if you've never seen Clone Wars and you've never seen Rebels, you got this Ahsoka show coming out.
you're gonna be kind of
You don't know
lost.
you don't know who Ahsoka is. When you saw Ahsoka make her appearance in Mandalorian and
Yeah.
everybody was excited, you're not going to understand why.
Yep.
Same thing with all the other things. The Inquisitors being from Rebels, that's where they made their first appearance. And also I know they're also in the comics too. So
Shout out to Rosario Dawson,
yep, they're doing
sexiest women on the planet.
I'm not gonna argue there.
Say agreed. You about to say
Yeah.
it, Don't say it. Don't say it.
Which
But
one was
these
the
Disney
sexiest
Plus
chick in the universe?
shows,
Who did you
I
say?
said one of the sexiest women on the planet, Rosario Dawson. Yeah.
No, you ain't wrong. You ever seen what's the Alexander the Great?
Mm.
go back and watch Kids.
Mhm.
Moving on. We're not gonna- that'll get us NC-17 real quick talking about that movie. All these, especially with these new shows now, they're all connecting to stuff that happened in Rebels and Clone Wars, even and the Solo, seeing Maul alive, even though they didn't go any further with that. How do you know Maul's alive? Well, Maul's alive because he came back in Rebels. He came back in Clone Wars.
Mhm.
So it's hard to say to skip that now. I mean, if you're just gonna go by the movies and skip everything else by just the movies and skip the TV shows and everything, I still say you go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And if you're drunk and really bored, 7, 8, 9.
Who's Jesus Shuttleworth? You know what? Don't matter.
You don't know who Jesus Shuttleworth is?
Nope.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have a private meeting with y'all after this show.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk about
It's Jesus Shuttleworth.
No, it's
Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm not familiar with the Shuttleworth family. Sorry. Let's see. IMDb. That'll get me my answers, huh?
Brink is not wrong. The new Star Wars watch order is 4, 5, 6.
I'll go
You
with
know,
that.
I'll
if
say
you're
3,
only
4, 5, 6. I'll throw
if you're
3 on there.
only talking movies, 3, 4, 5, 6, Rogue One are the only ones are the ones that I enjoyed the most that I feel are worth watching. I cannot watch 1 and 2. I cannot rewatch 7, 8, and 9. I can't.
I can't watch 3. Can't.
I watched 3 and just wish it was actually like harder than it actually is.
4, 5, 6, and 5 again. But if you haven't watched Clone Wars, you gotta watch
Oh, okay.
from the movie he got game.
Rebels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
Ray
yeah.
Allen. It was
Okay.
Ray
Yes,
Allen.
Ray
Ray
Allen.
Allen.
Yeah, it's a character. Y'all talk about it like he do. I ain't seen that movie in so long.
I love
Yeah.
that Public Enemy song.
Man,
from that
forget
movie.
y'all.
That was one of my
Y'all
favorites.
left me hanging on that one. Yeah, nah,
We were gonna
nah.
let you be
I
on
got.
that, man. They
Oh
called you
yeah, I
out
know
in the
you
chat
were. I know you were. Thank God for Google.
Look, we don't have to Google. Only people that didn't know Jesus Shuttleworth had a Google.
hmm
No.
Google wasn't out back then.
He's killing me over there, Brinkus. Chewie, we're home, and Star Wars, I'm out.
Peace out.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, and 5 again.
So, I don't think we've
Thanks,
seen the
David.
end of Reva. You
Mhm.
know, like I
I don't
touched
know,
on it
man.
earlier.
Those HasLab sales, I'd say that we've seen the end of Reva.
Yeah, I think so
And
too.
with the
Yeah,
history,
that Star
popping
Wars.
up,
Yeah. I got
No,
the
and
hiss tank.
that brings up our
Moving
next
up.
topic,
Gort,
that the HasLabs that are
What
going
a
on right
segue.
now.
Gort,
You know,
Well done.
that was awesome, sir.
Mhm.
I believe that they're doing this for a reason with Reva. Which is why we got the failed HasLab. And speaking of
Yeah.
HasLab, like World Report said,
That's what it's going.
I kind of still wonder though, who backed it?
Nobody in
No.
here.
I guarantee you, if anybody here did, after
They're not gonna
hearing the
admit to
show,
it.
they're not going to admit to it.
Hey,
Or in
the
the
best
chat,
part of that Reva
if
thing
you,
was
let me know
that-
in the chat if you
the-
backed that.
Did you see
HasLab,
Antoine's picture?
lightsaber.
We won't make fun of you.
Did you see Antoine's picture with the hiss tank? And it said the next unlock for the hiss tank is the spinning blade action for Reva, and it was on top. It was on top of the hiss tank like propeller blades.
I saw the one with the
was good.
Rancor being dressed up as a Cobra Trooper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
That I
pretty
thought
good
was
too.
pretty funny.
So that hiss tank, man, are we gonna stomp all over Brian's stuff? Yeah, we're gonna beat ETR to it. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no,
Let's do
he'll have all the charts and
I
stuff, but we can
appreciate-
still talk about it.
No,
this.
no.
I
I mean,
mean, if we had to, we could probably hit
I-
up Chuck and get the real graphs and charts to show in here and show how it's really done.
I
Drink.
appreciate them charts, man, because
yeah, break.
'cause
We
I
appreciate
did back
the
that.
chart.
I did back that tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to. I still want to see what the
the other
final
unlocks are. Yeah.
two unlocks
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about all these little slap-on upgrade kits that they gave you in the first one.
Well,
Cool.
Well, you knew.
I'm not even the GI Joe collector. I just wanted the tank. It's a
Yeah.
dope looking tank.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, you knew they were going to do something like that. They specifically, when they showed off his tank, they showed the little ports on the side where they said
mhm.
something. You can add to this. I was like, oh, there goes one of the, which is why I think you got the hitch in the back. So we're definitely going to get that. I really think we're going to get. I forget what it's called. I know some Joe fans out there might know better than me. There's that little
rocket
trailer
pod
thing.
Yeah.
There's a little
Oh,
trailer.
the Sky.
thing
Oh,
he pulled that-
it's like a AT.
No, it just pulls.
It's a weapon.
behind it.
It's a weapon system. I know.
It's
What
a
you're
weapon-
talking
yeah,
about.
no, yeah,
It's just
no,
like rockets.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I know. I saw Brooke post a picture of it the other day.
We're less than 100
Oh, my-
away from back in that next stretch goal.
Oh yeah.
As of this,
Mhm.
That's
11,908.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's-
they blew through it in the first 8 hours we talked about, 9 hours.
Yeah. 9 hours. Yep.
Yeah,
9 hours. And I
I
backed it
saw-
before then. So
the Sentinel funded fully within 22 hours.
mhm.
I believe they were the first ones to fully fund that quick.
Can y'all pull up
Galactus,
Brink's
I-
joint?
No, no, no,
I
no,
would
no.
have to find it.
I'm busting his balls. We're gonna leave that on there for ETR. We're not gonna pull his
Yeah.
things. Left his things are there. I just
Okay.
busting his chops on
I
it.
believe Galactus sold more though first day, but they
Mhm.
had it took Galactus longer to fund. They had a higher count and it moved a little slow.
No,
It, Galactus
Galactus
moved slow.
funded within its time, so
Yeah,
it
no,
didn't
no,
go
no,
over. The
no,
only
no,
ones that
no.
went over were Unicron.
No,
Yeah, no, it didn't go
he's saying
over.
over the 1 day thing that was set by this
Yeah,
thing.
Galactus was a slower fund. It took a while
Yeah.
for it to get to that first tier, but on that last day, I think
Hmm.
it hit like 10,000 people back the last day.
Yeah, but no, you know
It
what
Oh,
that is,
really
right?
exploded last day for Galactus.
So they had what they did, and they did this with Unicron. What they did was included all of their international sales.
Hmm.
They dropped all the international sales in that day, and then that's where it blew up. So
Yeah.
you're gonna see them. You're actually gonna see them do it on this too. This
I,
tank is gonna be the largest one that they're gonna do.
Brian said we can
I
use his
think
charts. He said he makes them for everyone. So if you want to pull up that side graph one where he showed how fast everything funded, he had it broke down by days and weeks and
if
stuff.
someone can find it, just grab it. Um,
I'm in it now.
Unicron
You got it,
funded
Derek?
on the 83rd day of a 48th day campaign.
Hmm.
See, um, you know, the success and failures of Havzad so far have been very interesting. You had two Star Wars failures now. Well, one technically, and one that looks like it's on. It's definitely on its way. Oh, have you? How many of you have funded HasLabs already?
One. And that
I've
was the
only ever
Unicron
done
one.
I
one,
have.
and it was not a HasLab.
I got the Sentinel and I got the Galactus on the way.
I did
I,
both on deck.
I've only done the Sentinel so far. This will be my second.
the only HasLab
Okay,
I've ever missed out on that I'm sad about was Unicron, and I've been
Okay, here
trying
it
to
is.
talk to somebody to let me get that Unicron, and they just don't answer my responses now anymore.
yeah, Derek, you can hit share screen. I think if you got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, down the bottom.
Share screen. Okay, it is. Let me
All right.
minimize the
So
porn and then
Yeah,
we'll get that in. There we go. There it is. Y'all see it?
there we go.
Yeah.
So this is the one I. So I think this is the one that Brink posted that shows how many funded on the first day
Hmm.
and how many funded on the last day.
yeah. So red
First
is
day
the
backers
day
are in
one
red.
backwards. Yep, and last day is in blue, and green is the overall goal.
Hmm.
No, and it's funny because one thing I noticed
Look at that
every
his tank red
single
line.
one,
Ugh.
Hmm.
every single one had more backers on the last day than the first day, except the Sentinel. That's the only one that didn't fund more on the last day. If you notice, I mean, I just wanted to, you
Sorry,
know,
hold on. I gotta change that. Hold on, cause
You weren't on that earlier when his microphone was jacked up.
no, but in general, I mean, how do you guys feel when it comes to crowdfunding and these companies that do crowdfunds? It seems to be a
Problem.
mixed bag of
I like the crowdfunding, and I think that that's a better route than you put up a limited amount of something that sells out and you can't get shit. If
I
you
like.
want something, you'll get it. This is big box items, right?
Dust, you funny.
in
Yeah,
general, just
yeah.
in general, like how do you guys feel? I know there's I've seen a lot of people complain about crowdfunding. I've seen a lot of people
What are
say,
the
"Oh,
complaints?
well,
What are the
people."
complaints?
I think it's people who don't understand about what it takes to put these big ticket items in a Target shelf, in a Walmart shelf. We're not talking Toys R Us here. There is no Toys R Us for us anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can y'all
It's
still see the screen?
no,
No.
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 it's okay.
Here,
It's okay.
I put it back.
There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You just wanted to show Dust you
Thanks
could do it
us.
without him. Is that what that
Thanks.
was?
Thanks us.
No, no, Dust is all sliding in my DMs. Ugh, that didn't sound right.
Yeah, it
Never
did.
mind.
Sounded
Yeah,
just
Ugh.
right. Sounded just
so
right.
yeah, but no, that his tank is gonna go past 15,000.
Oh, I believe that his tank at this rate,
Sure.
Yeah.
and we're not even talking online retailers that buy it to BBTSs and
Hmm.
stuff, and whatever. And when they open up internationally, it'll probably be the largest funding one day HasLab has done so far.
Yeah.
People are
But
starving for Joe's, man. For sure.
like I see the comments. Oh, this should have been $50. This should have been $75.
Dust
This
said
should
it
have
should be blue.
this should have been
Should have been blue.
Wrong
it's
shade of
always
blue.
why they could have put this out in Target, blah 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 blah. What are your thoughts on these things?
I think it's a dumb complaint. I don't get it. I mean, the only thing they've put out so far that I think maybe could have passed for the shells was that Star Saber. I don't know
Yeah.
that had to be crowdfunded at all. But yeah, I don't understand the complaints. Like it just
My
it
my
works.
complaint isn't against HasLab because I've never used them, but I've done
Well, I'm
one.
talking to crowdfunding in general. It
I've
doesn't
done
technically have to
one
be just HasLab.
crowdfunding and it burned me. Like it kind of, I live under that get me once, shame on you, get me twice, shame on me. And I got burnt in the crowdfunding that I did, and I super hesitant to ever touch it again. But the one thing I do like is so far looking at HasLab's record, they've told you we're going to give you this, this, and this, and that's what you get. They don't
Hmm.
change it last minute.
Nope.
They've showed you a black his tank. You're going to get a black his tank. They're not going to give you a blue mamba and tell you this is what you really wanted because you don't know
Hmm.
what you want for your collection.
Hmm.
Oh, you wanted a driver. Well, the driver doesn't fit in there because you didn't want a 6-inch driver that fit in this tank. You wanted an 8-inch driver so you can see how awesome his articulation isn't on this figure. And as long as Hasbro stays with giving you what they're saying and what we're asking for, I think they're great. But I got burnt by one that didn't play out that way, and it makes me gun shy to mess with them. I'm that guy. I'm willing to pay aftermarket prices and late taxes just not to be burnt. It's a gambling game for me. I could have been burnt on 8 of them, or I can just pay $800, a thousand
What was the
dollars.
crowdfund that you got burned on? Just curious.
Was it Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was the McFarlane Kickstarter. It was the
Hmm.
McFarlane Spawn Kickstarter.
Yeah, I
How'd you
don't.
get burned on? What happened?
He changed it. It's that the spawns that we have are not the spawns that he sold me. He took my money, said I was getting this, this, and this, and after I got my money, there's a time frame where it goes. Now you can no longer, cancel your orders. As soon as that kicked in, he changed everything about that figure.
Well, oh, so that's it. That's why you hate him.
Yep, that is
This
why I
is
hate McFarlane.
okay. It all
I'll
makes
freely
sense.
admit it.
Breaking news.
It ain't
Breaking
breaking
news.
news. I've been yelling that shit from the mountaintop since I got
That's
that.
where the
spawn.
trauma comes from.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now that you've admitted it, you can heal. Now it's time to heal.
Oh no, I've been admitting it for years, man. People just won't listen. Dumbasses still go out and buy McFarlane stuff, man. So I ain't healed from it.
Huh.
Yeah.
It all
Hey,
makes
so
sense.
hey yo, Brink, you're missing something in here. Where's Cookie Monster?
Well, Cookie Monster failed.
Cookie Monster didn't
Justice for
fail.
Cookie Monster.
Okay,
He's a-
well, Cookie Monster failed, but he ain't in here. Look,
No,
Rancor
hey,
failed. Look, Rancor
Dormammu,
failed. He right there.
Dormammu,
Look.
on this show, we have the fuck Todd time. We don't have Todd time on this show. That's
Yeah.
wrong show.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck Todd time.
Fuck Todd time.
What could have been if you had gotten the right
Notice how low I
figure?
said that. Say
I would have
again.
been different because I love McFarlane.
Like, yeah,
comics.
Todd time. This is great. Yeah, I'm Ricky.
Well, first of all, I don't never talk like that. I don't
Yeah,
know how
more
tight.
Todd time.
I don't know how
Yeah.
tight your hat or your headphones are, but I don't ever act like that. So that's never been a life I've lived. So, but I wouldn't be over here going fuck McFarlane. I wouldn't be doing that.
Charlie Mack, my beer.
I wouldn't have my
I need a voice clip
$300.
with that
I wouldn't have my.
please.
You can see it right there. You see it over my shoulder. That's that right there. Where's it at? That's a $300 Spawn Kickstarter sitting in a box with a bunch of crap on top of it. Because fuck Todd McFarlane. Yeah.
So
I
Brian's
would-
saying something. The Cookie Monster was canceled, but it was canceled, not just not funded. Because
I think they canceled
Yeah.
it before it didn't fund. So
Okay.
they didn't have to take the L on that. They kind of,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it got
It
no
was
traction whatsoever. It was not even
They had
close.
like
no, that was
hundreds.
their first one, right?
Yeah.
It was they did Cookie Monster
And then
The
they
and
did
barge at the same
the
the
time.
bar. They
barge.
were at the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
I think. They were both
Yeah.
going on at the same time, if I remember correctly. I mean, we're going back a couple years now since
Yeah.
they started this whole crowdfunding thing.
Yeah.
I remember looking at it and I was like, if they'd have done an Elmo, I might have done it for my daughter.
You could have got her Cookie
Yeah.
Monster and painted her red.
No, no, no. That's just silly.
Yeah, they should never do. They should
Who would
never
do something like
do.
that?
Yeah, they should never do those projects two at the same time.
It's a Hasbro
You know.
repaint.
Yeah.
Well,
They
I mean,
did 3 at once, didn't they, last year with the
Yeah.
proton pack,
yeah.
the brain core, and
Proton Pack
the
and
Beat the Joe
Sentinel
thing,
Sentinel
The Sky
Prime,
Sky Striker.
Sky Striker.
not
It
Sentinel
was
Prime.
no, it was Galactic.
Victory
So,
Saber.
Nope.
the
Proton Pack.
three. So
Proton Pack,
so
Sky Striker, and Victory Saber.
no, Rancor.
Rancor. Yeah,
Rancor.
not Victory
Yeah.
Saber. Rancor, Sky Striker, Proton Pack.
So I didn't see too much of an issue with doing Cookie Monster and the sail barge. You're kind of looking at what I think would be two totally different collectors and markets there.
Mhm.
That people don't have to choose. Oh, do I want this or this? Now, what went on last year when the Rancor failed? You Sentinel had just shipped out, and you had people complaining about the Sentinel knees, right? You then had you were just finished Galactus had just finished funding,
Right.
you
That's
know,
that's my point. That's my
and then
point, dude.
after Galactus, it was like a month later, you dropped three HasLabs at once,
Right. And that's what
and
take. That's
one of them
actually
was bound to fail, and it
hmm
was the Rancor.
the Rancor. Yeah, and the Sky Striker
Well,
damn
well,
near failed.
let's not blame the Rancors failing on the fact that there were so many in a row. The Rancor failed because it was a trash freaking HasLab to
But
do.
the Rancor got within less than 100 to fund.
Yeah, at
Hmm
the last minute when
Yeah,
everybody was
I,
just trying
I
to make it
honestly,
happen. I want to be part of history with the Rancor,
I
not
honestly
because anybody
think.
wanted it.
I mean, the the stretch goals for the Rancor were bad.
Oh yeah.
It was marketed bad. But if you would have waited till April, let's say,
Mm.
during tax time, where people had got a break, where they have to, at that point you have people trying to choose. Do I want the Sky Striker? Do I want the Proton Tap Pack? Do I want the Rancor? Right? You had all these three going on at once. You just paid your $300 or what, $350 for Galactus a month earlier. You
But
know,
here's it. Logically thinking, the Proton Pack was an incomplete set. You didn't even get the wand for it, so they wouldn't get my money. The Sky
because they
Striker
already
was three.
sold the
They
Sky
already
one.
sold
Striker.
it.
I'm just saying, Sky Striker is 3 3/4. So I don't care about 3 3/4. So the only one I would have, me personally, backed would have been the Rancor, but I wouldn't back it
That's
because of the stuff they offered with it.
but that's you. There's a
I know.
lot of collectors out
Mhm.
there who did all three, or we're
Mhm.
Yeah.
trying to do all three, do 3 3/4, do 6 inch. Also, if that Rancor would have came out, let's say April, not after all those HasLabs back to back to back to back, not a month before Christmas, right around when people getting their taxes, I, right after Boba Fett was finished, and we saw the Rancor make an appearance again, I think it would have funded.
Yeah.
I think they screwed up with every. There was a lot of things that caused that Rancor to fail.
What would have
Yeah.
been funnier is if they put the Rancor out at the same time that you're talking about. Everybody bought it because the Rancor was just brought back, and then in the last episode they killed the Rancor and they just fucking blew it up. They just pulled a
Well,
Razor Crest on it right after everybody bought it, just blew it up.
yeah.
And then from that point forward, nobody will buy a HasLab Star Wars ever because they just know it's gonna
Mhm.
blow up 2 weeks later.
Yep.
Well, we're now looking at our second HasLab failure for Star Wars in a row. That it looks like it's coming. Um, I don't know what that says about the Star Wars community or what's that saying about what Hasbro's doing. I think it's more on Hasbro's end. I don't think those that I think they need to reevaluate that team over there.
Yeah. I
Oh yeah.
understand that they're
I
different
think they're going to
teams
for sure
with
after this.
Transformers, GI
Yeah,
Joes,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars, but you think they would talk to each other? I mean, they're all the same corporate company. You think they would like, hey, this is really working for us. What do y'all have for that in the Star Wars community? This is really for working for us. What do you have for that in the GI Joe community? Like,
No,
you think they would discuss stuff with each other? It's just going off the fucking walls, different from each other all the time.
it's funny because Brink had mentioned to me that he saw an interview. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brink, where these guys said they actually don't talk to each other. These different teams don't talk to each other.
That
Mhm.
sounds
But
familiar.
Because
but I
they're
have to
competing against each other.
but I would have to believe you're still paying it. You at least know and paying attention to what's going on. You know, when they did so as good as Galactus was, and he was a perfect builder for he was a perfect thing for a HasLab, something that size. But looking at the his tank and looking at the Sentinel, like you're looking at two things that actually had a motivation to buy more than one. You can army build your Sentinel. You can
Mhm.
army build your his tank.
But you don't army build at a
You
at a cost point like that. If they
well, so
want you to army
You
build, they
guys
lower
do.
the price.
hey, I'm sorry. I've
Okay,
seen
super
people that
flexes.
have bought 10 Sentinels,
I've seen some
on two
crazy
different
shit in my
accounts. So
life
there are
too,
people
but
who do it. There
that don't
are
mean it's.
people who do it.
But
I
that's not the
won't.
ones keeping the lights on at Hasbro. It's not those 3 people
I
that do that. It's the 100 people that bought one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good point,
Yeah,
Ralph.
and I think that flex failed.
Yep, I think they failed big time.
And I think that flex failed. But you have several items that have that army build capability, and look how quickly they funded and look how quickly they sold. You know, Galactus went ape shit towards the end, but it was a slower burn. People were really waiting to see what heralds and figures I think were coming out before they funded that thing. I think that was one of the biggest things that held that off. The Sentinel sold so fast that you got all that information right away, like they're doing with the his tank right now. Up, this funded. Here's the next tier. Whoop, this funded. Here's the next tier. Whoop, this funded. Here's the next tier. Galactus was a lot slower burn. It sold, I think, maybe 10,000 more units than the Sentinel did in the end because of that last day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
This is where we're at.
So
Mhm.
so now next time somebody tries to yell at me
Okay,
and I don't let
guys.
nobody else
End
talk,
of,
this is
end
why
of
I talk
show.
all the time. Nobody's
End of
talking. Like
show.
literally
End
nobody
of show.
said
See you guys
shit.
next week.
So
2 weeks.
I'm
See you
gonna
guys in
talk
2 weeks.
every time, and y'all just don't be mad at me when I do it because y'all just sat there and dead aired us on our first episode.
We'll get better.
Absolutely.
All right.
Vinny, I'm not. Nah, I ain't building.
I'm not either.
I'm not army building $100
Some
tank.
some
I ain't gonna
people
lie.
are. I've seen them. I've
I
seen
know
I
they
people
are.
say
I
I
know they are,
bought
but
3.
they're the minority, not the
Yeah,
majority.
I'm just
You
saying
know
it
what I mean?
happens.
If Hasbro thought it out better, they would lower that price down to have a higher back end. Because you at $100, you would buy 3 of them instead of just that. And Gort would, and Derek would, and I would. That's $1,500 they made instead of the 2 people that bought 3 of them, and they only have $900 now. See, so you lower the price, you sell more units. You raise the price, you sell less units.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know,
absolutely
man.
right.
This something I've noticed,
I like how
particularly.
y'all are surprised when I'm right. I'm right all the time. Damn it, man! Everybody has a
Oh no,
surprise
no.
in me.
I was talking about Brink.
Mm.
He was like
Yeah,
some
exactly.
some people army built
A lot of
that
a lot, and
Sentinel.
I'm telling you, more than you think did. Because I'm in a lot of these Marvel Legends groups, and Marvel Legends collectors are nuts. It's just I'll just say right now, they're nuts.
Mhm.
You have almost so many of them are all in Marvel Legends collectors. You got so many coming out. It's like every other week there's a new wave, new figure, new deluxe, new online exclusive. They're buying them all. They're buying them all. They're buying them all. They're paying hundreds of dollars for figures that used to peg warm 2 years ago, 3 years ago, just because an MCU movie came out or the new MCU show, like that White Moon Knight that nobody wanted when it first came out, skyrocketed when the Moon Knight show comes out.
Yep.
Marvel Legends collectors are very weird, and I'm one of them, and I will admit it. I don't want to use the word weird. Very different collector.
Fickle,
Definitely weird.
fickle, very fickle.
No, but see, I don't. That's the thing. I don't think they're fickle. They will gobble up all of it, like it's an addiction with the Marvel Legends. And I've seen so many people post pictures of 5 Sentinels bought. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I do think a lot of the Sentinel also had to do with people wanting a resale value on it.
Yeah.
Because they see the resale value of Galactus
Did that, I think.
and the sail barge.
Yeah.
But the problem is
Unicron in the sail barge.
Unicron and sail barge, yes.
Well, sail barge just coming first, and by like a good year or two there.
But so many people bought that damn Sentinel. It's like it's a flooded market right now of people trying to sell it. So the price, that high price, is not there right now.
But you know what? Let's save the resale thing for next show. Because we're coming up on time. This show we're doing every other week. So next week we're gonna do a Realm Hangout, and the following week we'll be back for episode 2.
Will it be a live hangout or an unbroadcasted hangout?
I believe we're gonna try to do a live hangout next Friday.
Wow, come hang out with us. We're fucking fun.
We're awesome.
All right.
So
and we're out of here.
Say it with me now.
Round